as we're underway here in Week 16. K.J. Hamler returning it. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
On the stop.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Pickup.
First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. On play action, Locke. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Denver.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it's going to be second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, it's Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That is caught inside the 5.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Denver.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
2nd and inches at their 40.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Denver.
Jerry Judy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Cowboys nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Hunt. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 14, Cowboys nothing.
On the run, this is Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. you get points on the board here, I think you're feeling okay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will be incomplete. In physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lock gonna throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Locke sliding out of the pocket. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Jerry Judy with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Out of the gun now on third down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this one's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st down, Denver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw outside by Locke. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a toss running left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Jerry Jeudy, 46 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael O.J. Mudia. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun. Locke. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From midfield, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throw over the middle, taken in. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Cowboys 24.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
35.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
On the counter, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Drew Lock, sack.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Broncos.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.